My name is Dennis Thum. I'm a campus pastor and an instructor in the theology department at the University of Sioux Falls, and I've been here for about 30 years. University of Sioux Falls is a Christian liberal arts college. We have about 1,400 students, and we are a diverse campus coming from many different backgrounds. I learned about Pheasantland Industries because 31 years ago I worked at the penitentiary and saw the business evolve over the years. And so I always had a heart for this kind of program because I knew it was good for the inmates and I knew they did good work. And so when we had some needs here on campus, I decided that I would contact them and see if they could help us out, and they've done a number of projects for us and have done very good work. We have used PI products off and on over the years. Whenever we have a situation where we need to rebuild some furniture, we've taken some things up there and they've done a beautiful job of restoring some furniture. We also needed a couple of display cases. We had a historical presentation coming in a couple years ago, and we needed a specific kind of display case. And so we drew something up with a rough draft, and then they went to work on it and did a great job of putting together these display cases that served us very well. We've also had, like I said, restoration of some old furniture. We needed bookshelves, got them from Pheasantland Industries. They did a great job with that. At one time, one of the first things that we did is we needed a communion table for chapel, and the inmates made a great table, and I love the symbolism of a communion table for chapel made with the hands of convicted felons, and it reminds us all about the grace that is available to us all. They've also made some podiums for us, a podium that is more than your typical podium, and they did outstanding work with that too. So everything that we've ever had Pheasantland do for us, they've done over and above what we needed and done a really good job. The best thing is what, like I said, when they were able to restore things for us, and to know that we were giving jobs to people who are trying to rebuild their lives, and they were giving us something by rebuilding a chair, and I love the symbolism of that. I think that a lot of times people don't understand what the day-to-day routine is like in the penitentiary, and knowing the importance of work and knowing the importance of having something productive to do, and at the end of the day saying you made a contribution to society. I really appreciate that, and so there's not a day that doesn't go by where I don't use one of their products, because they've done things for my very office here, and I think of them and I'm very appreciative of what they do. Yeah, the other things like masks and helmets, these things that were needed on short notice, and a personal touch, the masks were extremely helpful, and it's great to have somebody in the community that can do that for us. A lot of times you have to send away, or the immediate impulse nowadays is you look online for who gives you the best price and you don't worry about geography. But the nice thing about Pheasantland, it's close, and it does good. They do good work, and they're adaptable. They can be very creative with what they need to do. PI means hope. It means that you're giving people a chance. It's dignity. It's giving people an opportunity to learn a skill and also to make a difference. And I just love the idea that it is helping break the stereotype. I think so many times, having worked at the penitentiary, I came to realize that it's so easy to drive by the facility or hear about the facility and create a stereotype in your mind. But PI is one of the ways that you realize that people are people no matter where they are and what they've done. There's always a new day and a new tomorrow, and something that you can do creatively. And PI helps people to improve their own lives, but also to improve the lives of others. I think the best thing that PI can do is things like this, to better tell their story and get the word out there of what they do, and let people see their finished product. Having watched PI evolve over the years, the decades now, to see the good work that they do and to be a recipient of that good work means a lot to me, and I strongly encourage people to use their products, not just because it's good for the men, it's good for us, it's good for the state. It's the right thing to do.